you hear me okay?
Yep.
Just moving around those legs again. It's going to be from the waist down pretty much. So we'll warm up basically the lower part of the body because that's where we need to get our juices flowing. So just a little march to start. And again, you don't have to use weights if you don't want to today because we'll be doing enough with the body weight squat and stuff too. So let's pull those knees up one at a time, pulling your belly in and standing up nice and straight as you go. Yeah. Couple more here on each side. Then we'll warm up that hip a little bit with some hip circles. Last one here. Then finding your balance and just take that right leg and open it up. And then take the left and open it up. So see if you can keep your hips facing forward and just rotate around on that ball and socket joint just to warm up those muscles around there. Good, looking good. Pull your belly in. Remember your posture. You're standing up nice and tall. Let's do one more on each side here. And then we'll take just a little straight leg to warm up on the hamstring. So if you want to have your knee bent here, you can until your hamstrings get warmed up a little bit, or if you can do a little straighter leg or doesn't have to come up high. Remember, we're just warming up. You don't want to force anything or pull anything right here. And I'm just reaching down with that upper body and adding a little crunch here. I am getting a little crunching with that core a little bit. Let's do two more on each side. And we'll go back to that hamstring again, and let's just kick your butt. Two on one side, and then a single, single. Two on one side, and then a single, single. So when you pull it up, see if you can flex your foot and actually bring that heel all the way up to your buttocks. And you can feel that squeeze going on in your hamstring. Oh, I think that was a single. Single, single, two, and single, single, and two. And we'll do one more. And two, and single, single. So let's take it to a squat. And a leg comes out to the side, squat. And a leg lift, squat. So see if you can raise that leg up slowly. So I'm not using momentum. So I'm using those muscles. Lift the leg and slowly lower down. Remember that squat. I'm going to remind you every time we squat, throw your buttocks back first. Keep your weight in your heels and out of your toes. And that's going to help your knees a whole lot there, you guys. Back. And then we'll do one more warm-up exercise, just a little leg swing. Let's do one more of these on each side. And then we'll be ready to rock and roll. Finding that balance, we're just going to take that leg and swing it forward and back. Just a couple here. So that works a little bit on the balance on that opposite leg. Pull the belly in. Four more. 3, 2, 1. Drop that foot. And let's just do some heel raises before we go to the other side. 2, 3. So squeeze up into that calf. Lifting and lowering, squeezing. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then the other side. Just making sure that lower body's all juiced up, you guys. If you need a chair to hold on to here, that's okay. So we've got 4 more. And if you need to tap that foot down for your balance instead of swinging it through, that's okay. 2 more. And 1. Good. All right. Legs are ready to go. We're going to start off our first one just with a squat. So you can do with or without weights here. It's up to you. I'm going to use some weights, but again, we're going to do 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. So we'll be getting more than 15 reps in at each one. Then we'll repeat the whole circuit of 6 exercises again before we start the second circuit. Okay, so it'll go fast, pretty fast. So I'm going to start my timer now. And just remember when you do that squat, you throw that buttocks out in the back. Here we go. Down and up. Keeping that chest lifted. Look up at the screen. Okay, so that your head is not down. Your back is flat. You're throwing that buttocks out in the back. Push out with your hips first. Push out. That's the first movement. And then you feel that in your heels. You should be able to lift your toes up off the ground. Okay? So I'm hoping you're not feeling this in your knees. It really should be in your buttocks, is where most of this is coming from. And down. And down. Chest is lifted. Flat back. Looking good. Here's your last one. And coming up. So we're going to do a kickstand deadlift next. I'm going to pick up my hand weights here. We're going to have a straddle stance. So left leg is in front, right is slightly behind. 80% of your weight is in the front leg. You're going to come down, flat back, and lift up. I'm going to come down so that both legs stay on the ground. Most of the weight is in the front leg. I got a slight bend in my front leg, but basically it's called a straight leg kickstand. Everything's coming into that hamstring and into that glute, flat back. I'm going to look down here, and lift up. And of course, after we do this for 45 seconds, obviously we have the other side we've got to hit. This is a great exercise. I love this exercise for lower back buttocks, and it's a great hamstring exercise. Here's your last one. Very nice. I got two different size weights here. I do. Okay, so we're going to switch off those feet now. The right leg's forward. The left is back in a straddle stance. Weight is in the front leg. Down and up. So when you come up to squeeze into that buttocks, guys, flatten out your back and squeeze. So you can do all of these with no weight at all, but this is one that I find that I can use a heavier weight on. I can get away with lifting heavier weight, like squats and some of the other things I'll struggle a little bit with, but this one I can sort of challenge those posterior muscles pretty well. Flat back, head is looking down. We're almost there. Make sure you're breathing. So I'm inhaling on the way down and then exhaling, pulling up. Here's your last one. Very nice. Okay, so with or without weights this time, we're going to do a reverse lunge and a pop-up. So we're going to step back, then pull that knee up, and then switch off legs. I'll show you as we go. So here we go. Right leg's going to do a reverse lunge, pull the knee up, switch to the left. Reverse lunge, knee up. Reverse lunge, knee up. So I've got some balance going on and up. So I would like for you to step way back so that the knee stays out over the ankle, not past the foot. And if you can get that on the rear lunge, if you can get that back knee down and then push off with that front leg, knee up, down, knee up, down, knee up. Looks good, you guys. Down, knee up. We're almost there. Then we're going to hit the ground and go down for a bridge. Okay, so we'll hit into those glutes now. So come on down. You're going to put your weights, if you want to use weights, right there on your hip bones. We've done this before. Okay. Woo-hoo. Bring your feet into your buttocks. Weights right here on the crease. You're going to squeeze up and lower down. Squeezing up, lower down. Squeeze up. And you don't have to touch all the way down to the ground. See if you can keep a little isometric on there. Lifting. You could actually use a lot heavier weights on this as well. This is something you can get away with using some heavier stuff. So this is the end of this circuit. So we're going to repeat it again. We're going to go through it so we know the exercises pretty well. So we'll be able to move and groove through them pretty good. Squeezing, lower down, squeeze, lower down. We're almost here. Here's the last one. Squeeze and hold and lower down. Okay, pop up. We're coming back to that squat now. So with or without your weights, if you found it was too easy, add a weight. If you found it was too hard, Lower your weight or take them out. You can go down deeper, okay, to add to it too. So I can come down far or I can go shallow. Depending on your strength level, I can go down deep and deep. Throwing that buttocks back, my toes are lifted. Chest is lifted. Head is looking forward. Bend your knees. Keep your chest lifted, Roseanne. Rosie Rip, keep your chest lifted. Lifted and down. So you can get all the way down, that buttocks way far down if you want to.
It's too big and heavy.
Okay. Down. Last one. Okay, let's go to that kickstand, deadlift. Okay, so let's put the left foot forward, right foot back, and a straddle. Most of the weight on that front, straight leg. Here we go, flat back. Head is looking down here, pull up. Squeeze. So you should be feeling this in your left leg. Your knee can be bent slightly. You probably don't want to lock it out all the way. This really actually gives nice definition to your hamstring. Hamstrings are sort of a tough muscle to isolate, you know, not having a machine or anything. This is a great one right here. Flat back, pull your belly in. So I don't want any roundness in my back. I want to keep her nice and flat. If I've got to round it, I'm using too heavy of a weight. Here's the last one. Nice. We're going to switch off feet. The right foot comes forward now. The left foot's coming back into our little kickstand position. Pull your belly in. This is going to go very fast, you guys. Here we go. Down and up. Down. Okay, when you're coming up, I want you to squeeze in through that right leg. Squeeze in through that glute. Squeeze in through that hamstring area. Feel the tension on there. Lifting up. Down and up. Down and up. Make sure you're breathing. Make sure you use that breath. Oh yeah, that's nice. Here we go. Last one and up. Okay, little lighter weights if you like. We're doing that reverse lunge pop up. So we'll step back with that right foot, pull the knee up. Standing up nice and tall. Here we go. Lunge back, knee up, switch legs, lunge back. So remember, if you can step way far back, that's going to help with the alignment of your front knee over that ankle. Don't let it go past that toe. If you do a shallow lunge back, your knee's going to jut forward. So push off that leg, pop that knee up. Push off, pop up. And up. And up. And up. Up. Okay, that's the last one there. We're going to hit the ground. We're going to do that bridge. I'm going to use a little heavier weight this time. So knees are bent. You're going to put those right here. And we're going to squeeze up and down. Squeeze. So when you're up at the top, momentarily hold it and then release down. So give me a little isometric for a second and lower down. Keep all that strength going on into those glutes. Squeezing up. Squeezing up. So we're going to finish this circuit before we move on to the next with pop squats. So a little cardio, but it's definitely getting in to those squats. We're using those legs as well. Squeezing up, lower down. Last one, and lower down. So pop on up. No weights for this pop squat. We're going to squat and hop. Okay? Now you don't have to leave the ground. If you want to do a low impact one, you could just do a squat and a heel raise, squat and a heel raise. Okay, so we're going to come down, whoop, touch, hop together, hop together, hop together. And now notice I'm keeping my chest lifted. I'm not rounding at that back. I'm trying to get down low so I can touch the ground, but you don't have to get that low. And you don't have to, remember, you can just squat and toe raise, heel raise, sorry, if you don't want to add the hop. So we're sneaking in some squats with a little cardio here. Sink down nice and deep. They should be talking to you. I don't know, I can imagine what they're saying. And we're going to move on. Okay, here we go. Circuit number 2, you guys, good job. So we're going to do a sumo squat, goblet squat. We've done these before. Turn your feet out wide, holding on to your weight here. So we're going to work on those adductors, that inside thigh here. Squat and lift. Chest is lifted again. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Chest is lifted. Pull your belly in. Toes are turned out. And your knees are tracking over top of your ankles here. Don't let them go past your toes. Still keeping your weight in your heels. We're almost there. And lift. Can you get a little lower? Last one. And pop on up there. Very nice, you guys. Okay, we're heading down to, okay, we're going to do a chair. We're going to hold in that awkward chair, okay, and then we're going to do either taps or come up on our heels. So everybody sit down as low as you can, knees over top. So holding this isometric, raise up on your toes and lower. Tap back right leg, left leg. Come up on your toes, lower, left leg, right leg. So see if you can stay down low in that isometric chair. Lift and lower. Tap, tap, lift, lower, tap. And switching off, alternating right and left. Lift and lower. Tap, tap, lift and lower. Tap, tap. We've got one more. Lift and lower. Tap, tap. Very nice, you guys. Coming up out of that, we're going to do donkey raises now. So I'm going to use a 10-pound weight. I'm going to try it. You guys don't have to use any weight, or if you have a smaller one, you're going to put it in the crook of your leg on all fours here. So bend your knee, put that weight, if you can, behind your knee, press that heel up. If this doesn't work for you, this exercise is going to be fine without a weight. Or if you had an ankle weight, this is great too. So I'm keeping that knee at a 90 or enough to squeeze that weight. I'm pressing the heel up as I'm on all fours. So we're going to do this for 45 seconds on the right. So this is isolating the right glute right here. And it's also hitting your hamstring on that right side. Press, press. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm losing my weight. Last one. Nice. Okay, we're going to take that to the other side. Bring her down a little bit. Okay. So see if you can position it between and just give it a little squeeze. Flex that foot on all fours. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Press it up and up. And again, don't feel like you have to use the weight. Lift, lift. So I positioned this one in pretty good. It's pretty comfortable. Lift, lift, lift. You guys are doing great. Lift, 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 lift. Okay, we've got 10 more seconds here. So if you see if you can get that heel straight up towards the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. So we're going to come on up. If you'd like to use a weight, you can. We're going to do side lunges here. Weight, legs are nice and wide. Hold your weight in your hand. Whoop. I don't think you can see me. Hold on, I'm gonna turn the light on. Okay. Legs are wide, so we're gonna go 2 to the right and 2 to the left. So the weight's coming over on that side lunge. It's coming over on one leg, so there's hardly any weight on that straight leg. I'm bearing it all on the bent leg. Why should I have had the light on earlier? I hope you guys could have seen me before. Squeeze here, you guys, squeeze. When you come up to the top, squeeze those glutes out to this side. Feel that into that right glute when you go out to the right, to the left. Nice. Okay, drop your weight. And we're going to do skaters here. So I want you to stay low as we come from the right to the left. So we keep it isometric on those legs as best we can. You can tap down with that foot or you can keep it lifted. So we're going to stay down low and we're going to do a lateral hop. And again, you can tap that foot down, but I want you to stay low if you can. So I'm working into those glutes and to those quads. Okay? And further to the side, you can jump. Have some good stuff right there. Yeah. 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 Stay down low. Don't come up. Come on down low. Squeeze in through those glutes. Yeah. Popping, popping, popping. Yeah. 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 Looking good. Yeah. 4, 3, get over there. 2, give me a hop. 1, good. March it in place. Okay, we're gonna run through that again now. Here we go, we've got our sumo squat. Holding onto that weight. Legs are wide, toes are turned out. Here we go, back is flat, throw that buttocks back and lower. Down and lower. Squeeze. Squeeze. Now I want you to be feeling this a little bit. I want you to be thinking, I can't wait for this to be over. Okay, that means we're getting out of our comfort zone. Okay, keep that back lifted. That's a girl, Dottie. Down and up and down and up and down and up. Last one here and up. Very nice. Okay, we're going to come to that awkward chair. I'm going to hold some hand weights in my hand just to add a little more when I sit in that chair. I'm getting down nice and deep. My legs are together. Okay, sit down here. Come up on your toes and lower. Tap right foot, left foot. Toes, squeeze lower. Left foot, right foot. Stay down low. Toes lower. Right foot, left foot. Come on up and lower. Left and right. Lift and lower. Left and right. Up, squeeze into those calves. Right and left. All the weight in those front legs. Right and left. Here's your last one. Lift and lower. Good. Coming back to that donkey kick. Weight is in between, behind your knee here, on all fours. Okay. Here we go. Hands are under the shoulders. Squeeze that heel up. 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 Press that heel. Pretend there's like a spider on the ceiling and you're trying to squash it with your heel. So keep that foot flexed. And you also have to keep that hamstring engaged, that calf engaged to keep that weight squeezed in behind your knee there too. Yeah. This is a great exercise for those of you that don't like squats. So Dottie, this is a good one for you because it isn't going to bother your knee at all. But remember, if you do squats the right way, it shouldn't be too bad. Squeezing up, very nice, guys. Let's switch to the other side. Put the weight in behind that other leg. We're almost there, you guys. Squeezing it in. And here we go, lift and lower, lift. So we're actually sculpting those glute muscles right now, giving them some definition, giving them some strength, giving them some shape, because as we get a little older, we know how things sag down just a tad. And lower, and lift, and lower. Squeeze up that heel to the ceiling, heel to the ceiling, heel to the ceiling. We're almost there, give me 2 more. And last one, nice. We're gonna come back to that side lunge, okay? So picking up your hand weight if you like. I'm feeling that in my butt a little bit, you guys. Legs are wide. So we're coming over left leg, lunge, lunge, and then right leg, lunge, lunge. Chest is lifted again. Toes are facing forward here. All that weight on this outside leg, straight leg. I feel the stretch on my adductor, but I'm feeling the strength in the bent leg because it's like doing a one-legged squat in a way, okay? Little smile may be nice. Okay, we're almost finished. Nice, guys. Okay, we're gonna end with a round of the skaters and a round of the squat pops, and then we're calling it a day. You guys look great. A little bit of cool down afterwards. So here we go. Stay down low. Jumping, trying to get from side to side, a nice lateral move using power in those legs, or I can just be stepping but staying down low, remember, okay? Because we're working on that lower body. And if you want to tap this leg down, if you don't like that balance, or keep that foot up. So you can do lots of different things with this. You can even put a hand weight in your hand if you want to. So see if you can lunge out to the side, stay down low. Good job. Yeah, we're almost there. 3, 2, nice. Okay, we got to end with our pop squats. Okay, and then we cool down. Call it a day, you guys. Woo! All right, here we go. Squat, squat. I like to alternate hands touching down, and I don't want to bend down with my back. I want my legs to take me down. Okay, so I am reaching, but I'm not bending over to touch, keeping that chest lifted. Yeah. Squat low. Come on, guys, come on. Finish hard, finish strong. Come on. So a couple seconds left in the game. We got the Great Britain gals beat. Come on, 10 more seconds. Two, and last one here. Yeah, that's nice. Woo! Keep those legs moving. That's it. Now a little cool down. Okay, I hope you felt challenged in those legs. Side to side. Inhale those arms up. Exhale down. Let's do a couple more. Just get the breathing back. Slow the breathing down. Now give me a little march here. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, you guys. Pull the knee in. Lift. We're going to come to a quad stretch. So if you need to hold onto a chair here, be more than happy to hold on. So put your weight on your left leg. Grab the right foot, ankle, whatever you can. See if you can have both legs parallel, okay? And then I want you to flex your hips, push your hips forward so I get a bigger squeeze in that quadricep. Working on balance on that other leg, which is great. So if you're not feeling this in your quad, push your hips forward a little bit, pull back a little bit more. Take this leg, step forward into a long lunge. Knee is over your ankle, and just hang here. This is called a runner's stretch, because that gets in yoga, of course, it's called a lunge. But this is great for if you do go jogging or something, because it gets into that groin area, your hip flexor, which you need to stretch out. So if you want the back leg straight, you can bring your knee down. You can press forward a little bit more to get more out of it. So play around a little bit and find what works for you. Play a little around till you're feeling the sensation. You're getting the stretch that you need. Okay, so tailor it to your own needs here. Drop the left hand beside that right foot and twist it out right here. Breathing should be coming back right now. Drop that hand down. Step that foot back into downward facing dog and pedal out now. So now we're going to stretch into your hamstrings, into your gastrocnemius, which is your calf. Buttocks is up, head is between those arms, stretching into the shoulders. All the way up on your toes. Press down into those heels, get into your Achilles. Chest towards your thighs. This should feel just great, you guys, just great. Drop down onto your knees and drop your right foot out and just press into that heel. So I'm stretching all along that Achilles, along my calf. So I'm on all fours, drop your right leg back, and I'm putting my toe down and then pressing that heel back. Okay? Pull that knee in, and let's take that to the other side. Pressing in through that calf and your Achilles, and even hitting the bottom of your foot, your arch here, giving that a nice stretch. Okay, we're going to finish up real quick here. You're going to take that back leg. I'm going to step it through those hands, come into that either low lunge, knee down, or straighten it out to get into that hip flexor. And again, maybe moving forward and back just a little bit to find the stretch that feels pretty good for you. Depending on how tight you are, you want to hang so that you're opening up in this hip flexor right here, that crease in between the leg and the hip area. Maybe rocking back and forth, rocking forward and back just a tad. You're going to step your right foot up to your left. And we're just going to do a straight leg hang right here. Chest towards your thighs. If you need to bend your knees, you can bend your knees or keep them straight. Let the weight of your head hang down right here. Maybe walk your hands over to the right just a little bit. Over to the left just a little bit. And back to the center. Take a couple of deep breaths. And slowly, slowly, slowly rounding up. Keep roundness in that back. Chin to your chest. Pull back on those shoulders. And we've got one more stretch. We've got to stretch that other quad. Thighs are parallel. Foot in hand. Press the foot into your hand. Press your hips forward. Pull your belly in. Focus on something right here. Woo-hoo. It's okay if you lose your balance. A lot of times, again, one side's better on one day than another, and then also after you do a good leg workout, sometimes your muscles are, of course, a little fatigued, so you're really working them a lot harder when you're trying to balance here. Press those hips forward. Let's go 10 more seconds. Press through that front of your leg. That's where you should be feeling it. Nice job today, you guys. Very, very good. Drop that foot. One big inhale, breath up. Yeah, big breath. Yeah, this was number 40. And exhale down. Thanks a lot and good job.